you get above everything and you can just see forever, and it's beautiful.
In the air, it's very peaceful, very sightseeing-ish. I would equate it to the barnstorming days of flying or dirt bike riding in the air.
There's nothing more closer, I don't think, to the Superman effect of being able to run and you're airborne. You can fly anywhere you want, as high as you want within law, and come back and land.
Just experiencing the sun setting and the peacefulness, and then going in for a landing, you know, it's just a different way to experience the world.
Powered paragliding is the same as paragliding, like you do from a mountain, but where we live in Wisconsin, it's very flat, so we use a motor to launch from flat ground, where we can fly under the paraglider and have the freedom of flight. We've been teaching here at this location since 2013. I think we've been the first instruction school based in Wisconsin. We get students from Minneapolis, Eau Claire, Milwaukee, Madison, further south. We have Indianapolis now coming, Mason City, Iowa. So we pull from everywhere. And I think it's a little bit because the sport is growing so big. Also, we're doing a good job, I think. We're doing a very thorough job keeping people safe and doing it in a fun way. But the sport is growing and there's a little bit more demand for instructors. It's wonderful to share this sport. It's like sharing your passion, sharing the joys you have in life with other people. It can bring a tear to your eye, actually, to see them get happy and make it to a goal they had.
It's a sense of being adventurous in your own realm. You can kind of go off the beaten path. But this seat of flying came from when I was a kid, even before I even took my first airplane ride. I would literally have dreams of levitating. There's nothing more better than a PPG versus an airplane, because you're literally just out in the elements. It's the closest thing that I had as a kid in my dreams to what I am doing now today. And with powered paragliding, every flight is different.
And we can fly around morning, first 2 and 3 hours of the day, and evening 2 and 3 hours of the day when it's nice and calm, or nice and more calm, less thermal conditions, less active air, and it's a bit safer and more relaxing at those times. The speed that we travel is typically about 25 miles per hour. You get to fly all season around if you have the tolerance for the cold, and every season is totally different. You get to see different colors, you get to see different changes in the environment, you get to see different animals.
It took a while for me to be comfortable with the fact that I've got this piece of Kleenex over my head, and that made me nervous. But if you put me on the edge of a building, an edge of a cliff, my anxiety just goes to the roof. So it is just amazing what the fact of flight does differently than your own 2 feet do. Paragliding was just key to what I was looking for.
What I like about it better than fixed wing, though, is you get like 360-degree view. It's like your feet are dangling. It's more like, you know, instead of being in a car, you're on a motorcycle where it's open air all around you. Today I was flying, and a monarch butterfly at like 500 feet just flew right between my paraglider, and that was quite a treat.
Every time that I go someplace like High Cliff and you're standing on the edge of maybe a 50-foot drop off, that makes me nervous. But you're not going to fall out of this thing. You are this thing. Well, I think people don't really understand what it is, so they think you're crazy and you're nuts, and it's the most relaxing, comfortable, easy thing to do. I mean, once you learn how to land and take off, you get up there and you're basically sitting in a bag chair at 1,000 feet, just hanging out.